YouTube family, what's the word, man? I appreciate y'all for being here and checking out the video. I really do because I've been having fun making these videos and the content for y'all, and y'all seem like y'all like it, and so I'm gonna keep interpreting it that way, and I'm gonna keep having fun making these videos. All right. Anyway, in this video is practically just going to be a regular DP battle analysis, right? Things that I could be doing better in, things that my opponents can be doing better in, things of that nature. Um, I have two rage quitters in this video, so if you guys find that entertaining, you guys will see that and get to hear me complain about it. And I also have a battle in here where I ended up fighting someone who used a two-man party or two-man team, and they ended up being high tier characters, right? That's the only thing. I'm sorry, my brain froze. And you'll get to see how I get to combat those with lower tier characters, right? Because I'm using Bardock's lineage. So Bardock's early Saiyan Saga Goku, Raditz, and Adult Gohan. I'm using Adult Gohan so that way I can have transformations in the pocket, but I'm starting them off in base, right? And really enjoyed the team. I had a lot of fun. Certain characters lack in certain areas when it comes to damage, but for the most part, they're pretty good when it comes to rush chain moves and things of that nature. Anyway, let me guys know. Let me guys know, guys. I almost just started the intro. Almost just started the intro. Let me know. I have two questions for you guys. If you would rather have more DP analysis or more singles analysis, and also let me know if you guys want these videos to stay about the same length, around the 15-20 minutes, or to be a little bit shorter, between the 10 to 15 minutes. Let me know down in the comments. I'm going to stop this before I fuck this up. All right. Start the intro.
Master you a thief, you a thief, you a thief. Stole my steez, whole time I might pull a steez. I pop one, I pop two, I pop three. A rolling weed in exotic Cuban leaves. That's my son, you my son, they my sons, get off my dick. Billy Jean, I'm not the one, get off my dick. That's my son, you my son, they my sons, get off my dick. Billy Jean, I'm not the one, get off my dick. Stop, stop, tryna do it like me. I know you ain't like me, now you moving like me. Stop, stop, tryna do it like me. I know you ain't like me, now you moving like me. Cubic sheath, and cubic sheath. A rolling weed in exotic Cuban leaves. I pop one, I pop two.
What's going on, YouTube family? We back. And so in this video, or in this fight right here, I end up having a fight with an all-Namekian squad, which was really dope because you just saw I had the whole Saiyan squad. And so I was like, oh, this could be really dope to see what type of fights or interactions we can really end up getting into. But it wasn't really that were all that fun. He is a B rank, so that does have a lot to do with it. He could still be learning a lot of the game and things of that nature. But his main issue that he had was sitting on perception. Like, as you can see, those situations like that can really get you punished. I'm going to be talking about it a lot because the other video after this, or the other fight after this, has a lot of somebody holding perception as well. Perception should be your last option, not your initial defense. You know what I mean? So holding it like that is very detrimental to you, because for someone like me or anybody else who's going to be using movement, right? Movement is going to help you get away and around that perception for you to still open up your opponent and maximize your damage. So only use perception as a last option. Do not use it as the front line of your defense, right? So that was a good sonic sway there. And we throw the key blast in here. I don't know if it's because I was expecting to have Gohan come in and switch in on the hit of that key blast, but switching in like that to where there's no advantage for you at all, just a raw switch in, is very detrimental. It can be very detrimental because, as you can see, he has a lot more resources than I do. He has 4 skill stocks. Now I have 2, but at the beginning of the interaction, he had more skill stocks than me and he had more ki. And so me bringing in a fresh Gohan, who is really my hardest hitter because he can transform, I should be a lot more conscious of how it is that I bring in my characters. And you all should as well in DP battle. Don't just bring in your characters just because you think it's time to switch or you're panicking. You have to do it when it's in an advantageous spot. Obviously, if your one character is about to die, you need to hurry up and get him out of there. Switch, get him out of there, right? Especially if you want to save that character. But try to bring them in the safest way possible. Raw switches like that can end up really getting you killed, and a character that you really want to have for the duration of the battle can end up being put in a very costly situation. It's like having your star player practically be in foul trouble in the first quarter. Now you gotta really think about when you're gonna utilize that character. You know what I mean? And so Gohan is still sitting here. We're putting in pressure, and I think at this point you can kind of tell that there's a skill disparity already. And even with that, you're able to see where it is that he's making his mistakes at. And even me, right? At that point in time, I'm pretty sure I tried to super counter or super perception that. However, I didn't have enough skill points, and because I wasn't paying attention to that, I ended up getting punished. Now, if he was a little bit better, it would have been a bigger punish than what it was. But regardless, these are the things that you have to be conscious of. When we bring back in Raditz, we're trying to see what this slug is going to do. That's a great perception on the Z-Burst dash in order to counter it. I've been doing it a lot, so that was really good to counter that. However, I don't think Slug has really good moves, because if that's one of the only options he has, then that's kind of unfortunate. We bring in Goku for some canon events. I forgot what number movie it was, the Lord Slug movie. As you see, we go ahead, we put on pressure on this Lord Slug, and we don't mind doing this Vantage battle. Why don't we mind doing it? We have full key, we get to waste out his sparking, so we don't have to catch an ult. The only downside to this is that even after sparking, we still lose this. If he was to blow me away, then he's able to get off a super. So that's the only downside. But you know, I'd rather take a super than an ult, especially for a character I just brought into the fight. So we charge up, we get the max power, and never do this. Do not throw raw ults. Nope. Especially a dash one from across the map. Like I have no idea what he was planning on accomplishing with that. You see he's catching on, he's using the super perception on the Z-Burst dash, which is good. So he's adapting in that aspect. He's doing well on using some more movement. We super counter that, and we're able to get the Spirit Bomb off. Goku early is so good, but I liked him better in Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Let me know what your favorite Goku is overall in the game. I think overall for me in the game, I think I like Namek Saga Goku more. But that's just me. So we continue putting in pressure on this Piccolo. Goku's now, he has a head start on resources and things of that nature. That Solar Flare is so nasty. Krillin's been helping me so much with that. Shout out my man Krillin. It's a revenge counter there, but now he doesn't have any resources, right? He's able to get me on the Vanishing Assault. We continue to pressure the Piccolo, and now we're going to force him to throw hands, right? That was a great delay sidestep on him to counter my sidestep, but he didn't capitalize enough. And now we have him at disadvantage, and I think he rage quits here. Yeah, I saw the mix. The mix was getting crazy.
He rage quit. He rage quit.
So it's unfortunate, but he just has some things he has to brush up on, and he'll be a lot better off.
That guy dead ass rage quit.
In this game, it was a lot of the same as the last guy. Really sitting on perception, and like I said, you really don't want to just sit on it, because if I haven't engaged you at all and you're just throwing it out there, the engagement hasn't started yet, I'm still making my way towards you, and you're holding perception or tapping perception, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage, especially once you get into the higher ranks, right? Because at the higher ranks, movement is going to be your best friend. Movement is practically king. So let perception be your backup, right? Don't let it be something that is your first line of defense. You know what I mean? Let it be your last line of defense. It'll save you more often in cases like that. And so, you see I ended up using instant sparking. I put pressure on this Bardock, but he's able to get some hits off. And once he's at disadvantage, he uses his instant spark, which is good. But then he did a terrible thing and just instantly throwing it, which allows me to freely get off my ult now, right? So only throw out a raw ult if you know that that's like an instant punish. If somebody like this guy's case is holding perception right in your face and sparking, ult his ass. Like somebody you vanish somebody's rush blast attack, go ahead, throw your ult. Like, that's when you should be throwing raw ults. If somebody's in the middle trying to insta spark while you're already in sparking, throw it, right? Don't just be throwing your ults for no reason. And stop spamming moves like this. And you're not even in an advantageous situation. Yo, because I was going to bite my tongue trying to say that. Stop doing that stuff, man. Because, like I said, these are the things you're wasting your resources.
Oh, dope.
Right now, all of that key that he just got up, wasted. Right, didn't do anything with it. Now I'm able to charge up. He's at disadvantage now. I can do as I please. But because he's not taking care of his resources, and I said this in one of my last videos, right? Because he's not taking care of his resources and managing them correctly, he's losing these engagements that otherwise would have been better for him. That's a good tech on the grab, but again, he ends up just going swinging. I'm able to sidestep and open him up. And it's because of the little things that he kept on messing up on that it causes him to think that this game is BS, and he does things like this.
Rage quit. Second one of the day. Back to back. Second one of the day. Second one of the day. Second one.
This game here is the last video, right? And this is the one I was telling you guys is gonna be like a prelude to how to counter Wild Sense, right? So this is just a little teaser, but I'll make a whole video talking about it. Who knows? This may actually end up sufficing for it. We'll see. But he's using his Gogeta, and he also has Ultra Instinct Goku, I believe. I don't remember if it was signed or MUI. But in these engagements now, I have to be extremely character. Jesus Christ, end me now, bro. I have to be extremely careful in these engagements because, as you can see, because of the DP differential, Raditz is very squishy, right? And so because he was able to initially win against his Raditz, it put me in a tough spot, right? I would really want to do more damage or be more effective with my spearhead, and that being Raditz. But unfortunately, I got to get him out of there, right? So well done on him. He won the initial engagement without taking much damage at all, right? And as you can see, it's kind of like more of the same right now, right? Things are looking really bad. He was doing really well at the start of this. I started getting the feel and understanding for the flow of his game and how he likes to play. I also don't run into many base Gogetas often, so he is a very good character though. I want to start running him some more soon too. But as you can see there, you can force Wild Sense. A lot of times you can force it from, well, you can force it from a lot of different situations, but from that one I did it from the Z-Burst stash, right? If somebody uses Wild Sense, you can force them to use or force it to engage, so it's on your time rather than theirs, right? And a lot of people use Wild Sense and sit back and be defensive with it because most people can't time it, right? If you want like a tutorial, I guess, on how to counter Wild Sense, let me know in the comments. But you have multiple ways. The main way that you can do through Z dash burst is once you force them or once you run up to them and attack them, if they don't perception you, right? Wild Sense is going to automatically kick off. And when that happens, when you vanish, the vanish is a bit faster than what you see in the Vanish Wars, right? So you have to time it a little bit faster. It's not the typical timing on the vanish. So just keep that in mind. Just think a little bit quicker. Whatever you thought that it was, it's not that. It's just a little bit faster. All right. And so we see he's using Sign is who he started off, who he has, which makes sense because I think base Gogeta is what, 7 DP. So he got nervous there, which is, I believe, is the main reason why people end up throwing raw specials in the middle of neutral like that. In my opinion, let me know if there's a different reason or if you think there's another reason. But I think it's because people get nervous while they're in the middle of a neutral engagement. They don't want to get hit with anything. They see they have the key. It's a lot of movement going on. Maybe I can get a free special. So be mindful of that as you being the aggressor in that situation. So he gets some health back. He gets full key. Goes into MUI. But Saiyan Saga Goku ain't folding. I really do like Saiyan Saga Goku, though I did like him better in Tenkaichi 3. I will say that. So he goes for a grab with no setup, which was a terrible move, and so now we're able to open him up and get some healthy damage off of that. We lose the Vanish Ward, don't know how, and then we let him go full or instant sparking, which is terrifying. Like I said, don't let people do that for free, guys. I'm terrible at it. I need to take my own advice because I let people do it a bit too often. That was a great vanish that he did, but this was terrible because that ult takes too long to get there. He should have did the special, the instant teleport one. If you're gonna use MUI and you're trying to cross that distance, just use the dash special that he has. Don't use the ult. Solar Flare comes in handy. Like I said, I'm starting to use that Solar Flare a bit more. Krillin got me hit, man. And I was really enjoying this team. The chemistry was pretty cool. Having 4 characters, you're a bit more comfortable, though you are squishy, so you gotta be mindful of when to switch and things of that nature. So he's saving the MUI Goku, brings back out Gogeta. Gohan is fighting for his life right now, and he goes Insta Spark. And I'm pretty sure I forgot that he even had that in base, which is really good. Wild Sense and Insta Spark is pretty fucking solid. I'm not gonna hold you. But because I didn't take into account his Wild Sense, I got launched, but we were able to vanish the beam, thankfully. That's something you guys need to start practicing too. I guess it would be more of an intermediate skill, but timing the vanishes for when beams and dashes are coming towards you. I'll end up having some videos on me demonstrating some of that as well in my ranked gameplay. On my way to Z, baby. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so Gohan, he's holding his own against Gogeta. We keep forcing the Wild Sense. You see in those situations how we keep Z-Burst dashing at him? We stop the Kamehameha. He's doing Perception at a very good time is when I'm already committing, right, to that heavy attack. So that Perception is done well. But seeing situations like that where he does it preemptively, we're able to see now, oh, okay, he's going to use Perception. Let's go ahead and take our time and do something else, right? So you don't want to give people the time or the chance to notice that you're about to use a Perception. We're able to get off full power of Raditz. We're able to get away from his Wild Sense there, and that was by preemptively hitting the Vanish button in the middle of the combo, so that way we can get behind his Wild Sense. So you would hit square twice, hit R1 to vanish mid combo, and you will end up behind the Wild Sense after it gets activated. And here, this was just a Hail Mary.
I'll just throw it, bro.
I just threw it.
Oh, I should have just kept it, bro. I can keep my key.
Nothing to analyze.
It didn't work out for
We succeeded. But yo, man, I appreciate you guys for stopping by, hanging out with us. Please hit the like button, hit the sub button, and I hope to see you guys back at the next video and engaging in some conversation in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think. I'll catch y'all next time, man. All right, Godspeed.